Will, talk to me, brother.
Yeah. Congratulations to Arsenal. You guys deserve to go through. Outplayed us both legs. Came to the
Egal, can you
Bernabeu.
stop smirking like this, please?
And yeah, you guys deserve it. Fair play. Fair play. I'm not gonna come in here and tell you that this is the worst Real Madrid team that we've seen in years, even though that's a fact. But fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna more so look at this from a positive outlook. Carlo is gone. So that to me is a W. And a massive summer window is incoming. That to me is a W. But as far as the game's concerned, I have a team full of Instagram influencers, right? We all saw last week. These guys are making all the statements. They're talking about remontada. We're going to need you at the Bernabeu and believe. Vinicius yesterday dropping like a reminder post, like I need to know that the game's tomorrow. And then he goes out there and does nothing. Mbappe does nothing. Rodrigo does nothing. Jude, nobody did anything today. The only player, once again, that has had a good game was Courtois. I think Lucas Vasquez was also pretty decent for the minutes that he was on the pitch as well. But aside from that, there's no positive to take away from it. My manager is an idiot. My president, he's now on fraud watch, right? The squad's imbalanced. We're crossing the ball into the box against Arsenal, bro. You're playing into their hands. We have no aerial threat. Mbappe is 5'9". Vinicius is 5'7". What are you crossing the ball for? We haven't scored a header from open play. I think maybe since the AC Milan game. No. It might be against Dortmund when we made that comeback. It's been a while. If it's not a set piece, we're not a threat in the air. So why are we crossing the ball into the box? David Alaba, he was out there playing against us. I swear he wanted to get sent off. You get yellow carded in the first 5 minutes, but then you're still making rash challenges throughout the game. And then we're going into halftime. It's 0-0. And I'm thinking, well, surely Carlo Ancelotti, the great manager, the man that has won all these different things, the one that people tell me is not washed and that I'm ungrateful, surely any manager would see we're down 3-0 on aggregate. Let's make some changes. He makes no changes during halftime. He waits until the 60th minute to then make 3 subs. That's 15 minutes wasted. The only positive that I can take away from in terms of how the game went, I think the opening 30 minutes, we looked like there was some urgency about us. But if it wasn't for Saliba in the second half, his brain turned off. I don't know what he was thinking. We wouldn't have scored today. We had no shots on target before that. Like, we're letting Arsenal, the perennial bridesmaids of the Premier League, come to the Bernabeu and embarrass them. I have Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Jude, Valverde, and teams are coming to my ground keeping a clean sheet. It's the manager's fault. It is what it is. But again, positives. Carlo's out. Go get me Jurgen Klopp. Go get me Xabi Alonso. Whoever. I don't care because it can't get much worse tactically. And then I expect a big summer. So you guys laugh now, right? Enjoy it. Troll. But when I come for Saliba in the summer, we'll talk then.
Will, can I ask you a quick question? Hold on.
Next season.
Will, can I ask you a quick question? What does remontada stand for? Does it mean cross the ball into the box and just what does it mean?
You know, the thing is though, Todd, like act like you've been here. You know what I'm saying? Like you're moving like a homeless man.
Oh, I've been there, brother.
Your club.
You're outside right now. I'm in
like an Arsenal a big club. Help me understand. Are Arsenal a big club? Help me
understand. Why couldn't you beat the big club today?
Guys, one at a time, please. Will,
what a UCL trophy that is for your fraudulent institution.
There we go.
Will, your 15 Champions League doesn't help you when you play Arsenal. Whenever you play Arsenal,
I can give
you turn into Tottenham.
I can give you 6 and still have more than you.
Never beaten us ever in the Champions League. We've come to your ground.
And what has that done for your UCL heritage?
We beat you at our ground. We beat you 5-1 on aggregate. Bukayo Saka shushed your crowd. Henry shushed your crowd. Our players, this is what we do. We come to your ground and we turn you guys into the White Hart Lane of Spain. That's what we do. Whenever we face you guys, we beat you. 4 times we beat you. And you want to know something? Everybody underestimated Arsenal, including yourself, Will. You underestimated Arsenal. Everybody underestimated Arsenal. You guys wrote off Arsenal from the beginning. Even Arsenal fans themselves wrote off this team. You wrote off this manager. You wrote off the club. You wrote off the fact that our manager could go to the Bernabeu with Mikel Moreno up top and have him producing 2 of the assists to set up the winner and the equalizer. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really do believe that we can go on to win this thing, but I'm taking it game by game. I'm not going to get too excited yet. Going back to this tie versus Real Madrid, Declan Rice, this is a career-defining tie for Declan Rice. He went up against Luka Modric. He went up against Camavinga. He went up against Tchouaméni. He went up against Jude Bellingham. He went up against Valverde. And he was the best midfielder out of all those midfielders that I named in the tie. First, the home leg and the second leg. When it comes to Bukayo Saka, I don't want to hear about Rodrigo ever again. Vinny himself is on fraud watch. Bukayo Saka has been a better.
He's on fraud watch. 2 UCL final goals.
Vinny's on fraud watch. When it came down to it, when you needed something, he couldn't produce. Bukayo Saka over the 2 legs was better than Vinny. He was better than Mbappe. He was better than Rudiger. Not Rudiger. I mean Rodrigo. He was better than Bellingham. He was the best attacking player for both teams in both ties.
So is he better than Vinicius?
Yes, he was better than Vinicius.
No.
During
Not
the game, he was better than during the 2 ties.
He was a better player.
He was during the 2 ties. He was the best attacking player. I'm not talking about better player. I'm talking about during the 2 ties. He showed them levels. Declan Rice showed them levels. This is why when we talked about our team being good defensively, we spoke about our team being good defensively. Mazlou Skelly, 18 years old, strapped up Rodrigo, got him hooked. Timber strapped up Vinicius, even though Vinicius ended up scoring from from poor concentration, but majority of the game, Timber had him locked up. Kivior, shout out to Kivior. We doubted him. I doubted him. Everyone probably doubted him. He has stepped up in the absence of Gabriel Magalhaes. And shout out to Mikel Arteta for finding a solution that a lot of Arsenal fans thought was one of the worst choices you could make. And he played Mikel Moreno up top. He's played Kivior, and these guys have shown that the shell of this team is good enough. All season, we spoke about the league and everything else. The Champions League's there for the taking, guys. We need to go beat PSG. We need to go. Get to the final. Once we get to the final, anything is game. Defensively, the defense wins you trophies. We are the best defensive team left in the Champions League besides Inter. Inter is probably the best defensive team. Next is us. So if we face Inter, it's going to be a long day. But right now,
I've got to jump. Sorry, I've got to jump in a minute. I want to go to Shannon's. He's got to get off the bed, but someone else has got to go in a minute. Who wrote that?
Oh no, that's me. I was just letting you know that I have to go in 3 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. Because it doesn't have a name or username, so I didn't know who said it.
One more thing I gotta say before I go.
Yep.
To all you people who are criticizing me, making fun of me, laughing at me for Combined 11s, go fuck yourselves, all of you.
Can I just
because
say,
this is why when it comes down to players on the pitch, the PR of Real Madrid has brainwashed people into thinking these guys are better than they actually are. When it came down
to PR, bro, what?
What are you talking about?
The
PR of Real Madrid had you guys believing you guys are better than you actually are. Your players folded over 2 legs, and when I said Timber gets into a Combined 11 Real Madrid, people said you're crazy. When I said Mazlou Skelly gets into a Combined 11 Real Madrid, you guys said you're crazy. When I told you Declan Rice is better than Camavinga and Tchouaméni, you guys laughed me off the screen.
Yes, because you have no proof of concept except for 2 games.
You know something? All those players stepped up.
2 games.
None of your guys stepped up.
It's 2 games.
Better than Rodrigo.
It's 2 games.
I've been saying Bukayo Saka is better than Rodrigo for years now. Finally, everybody sees them on the same pitch for 2 games. One guy's getting hooked, the other guy's stepping up for his team. To all you people who criticize Arsenal players and banter them and say they're not on the same level as these guys, we have world-class players all over the team now. William Saliba is world-class. Declan Rice is world-class. Get to know Bukayo Saka is up there with some of the best attackers in the world, and it's no longer a thing where you can say he's not showing up in the Champions League. There's no longer you can say he's not showing up against some of the best teams. There's no longer you can't say that these guys are not stepping up in big moments. He's done all of that plus more. He missed a goddamn penalty and said, fuck that, I'm going to score a second.
Can I just say, I do agree with Egal on something. Vinicius Jr. did look a little bit like Brennan Johnson.
That is mad.
Anyways, that's enough for me.
Mate, listen, Egal has had a lot of shit for his Combined 11s. I do get your point, Will. But the first time those teams have had a chance to go head-to-head and battle it out, the Arsenal contingent, it was more than came out on top.
Yeah,
they
but
were
Terry, but let's be
dominant.
very honest, right? Like, let's be very honest here. Arsenal have played us at the right time. Like, let's not act like this is a good Real Madrid team.
Guys,
I'm
going to mute you all. Please let people finish on the football terrace.
I don't care if you Arsenal fans want to hear it or not. We've been shit for 8 months. If you ask any Madrid fan, if you watched us, which you don't, which is fair because we're in Spain, so you don't watch us, brother, we've been getting moved to all season. I lost 4-0 to Barca. I lost 5-2 to Barca. I lost 2-0 to Liverpool. I lost to Real Betis. I've lost to Valencia. I've lost to a trash AC Milan team. I lost to Lille. We've been getting embarrassed all season. So whether you like to hear it or not, these are the facts. This is not
you're
good
telling
team.
me this is one of the best Arsenal sides in the past few seasons. We've been shit this season.
Yeah,
too.
Okay, and that's fair enough.
So what's the equalizer? That's the equalizer there.
But no,
so you can't sit there.
What I'm saying is that you've played us at the best time.
Yes, you guys have been shit. I've said that. You can go look at the tweets. I've said you guys have been shit this season.
Okay.
But it's not like we've been anything better. If we had our full squad, we had Gabriel Magalhaes, we had the likes of Havertz, Jesus, all of that, and we were last season playing, that's a different story. But you can't come here running the narrative, this is the worst Real Madrid side. This is one of the worst Arsenal sides we've seen in the past.
This is the worst. Well. I mean, I can't say
guys, can I go to guys? We'll come back to this in just a second. Can I go to Shannon?
You have to dip, though, guys.
I know you've got a gym.